My name is Kennel Moyo. I grew up in Bloemfontein, Free State. I came here in Joburg in 2016 to my father's place. My dad's name is Matthew Moyo. He is a security guard. He wanted us to come stay with him. In 2017, I used to walk from Flairhof to Midlands when I go to school. Every time I walk to school, I can see the building being built, and then I asked my friends about it, and then they told me that I think a private school is being built, which is Future Nation Schools. I was surprised, I was shocked to see a private school in this area.
The South African education sector is in dire need of private sector investment. Besides the fact that the government unfortunately does not have the means to cater to the increasing demand around education infrastructure, the quality of education is also a grave concern. There have been numerous stats released indicating that in terms of mathematics and literacy, South Africa has been rated one of the poorest performing countries in the world.
I always believed that corporates exist not just to generate profits, but they exist also to make a difference in the lives of communities or society in which they operate. And fast forward, I started Future Nation Schools when I was supposed to retire from corporate life. The whole idea of Future Nation Schools was a recognition that our education system, even from the best schools, we're not really preparing our young people for a world which is changing because of technology. And I wanted to create a laboratory in Future Nation Schools where we could demonstrate project-based learning, which is a learner-centered approach to learning and teaching, where the role of teachers is to impart not just knowledge, but also competencies and skills that young people need to live their life fully. The initial years were difficult because schools are highly capital intensive. It costs somewhere between 70 to 100 million rand to start a campus. It was important to find partners that could back us, not only in terms of financial aid or support, but also in terms of just running the school as a business.
At Old Mutual Alternative Investments, we invest in unlisted assets locally as well as throughout Africa. Our capabilities include private equity, international private equity, hybrid equity, infrastructure, as well as impact investing. Personally, I work in the impact investing side of the business, focused specifically on heading up the education funds. Across both funds, we have 47 schools and roughly 24,000 learners. Our schools have proudly exceeded and outperformed the national average pass rates for the matric exams as well as the bachelor pass rates since inception. In 2017, Sizwe approached the fund for funding to complete as well as expand his Future Nation School in Flairhof. This was a great opportunity for the fund, just knowing Sizwe's passion for education and his vision of using education to transform society. The fund actually, through its investment, increased the school size by more than 400 learners.
When I first walked in the school, I was like, it was beautiful. I was excited about this opportunity. I was very happy and my dad was also happy. For me to go to Midlands, there was a lot of students in one class. We will be 45, 40 in one class. We can't hear clearly sometimes, and we have to share a desk, and it's two of us. In Future Nation Schools, the matrics of last year, we were 32. We were divided into two groups. In each class, we were 17, 16, which was much better because I could concentrate much better and I could hear when someone is talking or when Say is talking. That's something I appreciate.
Our schools are operating independent of government funding, but our schools are priced at a level that is appropriate for the community that it's catering to. This type of investment not only has the ability to create a positive impact in the lives of the learners who attend the schools, but also we focus on creating sustainable businesses where we ensure permanent job creation as well as the upliftment of the communities in which our schools are operating.
We meet on a regular basis with Old Mutual executives where we talk about how our business is going, and they're able to bring a lot of insights and advice, obviously given the experience that they have as professionals. So it goes beyond just financial support and financial aid, but it also extends quite significantly into how schools operate.
The graduation ceremony was nice and it was great. I was happy and excited because Yeah, finally, I made it. On my mother's side, on my mother's family, I'm the first one to actually finish matric. For me, maths is just, numbers are just in my blood. So my plans for the future, my passion, like what I really want to do is to become an actuarial scientist.
Our goal is really to produce young people that go on to become leaders, entrepreneurs, academics in the country, as well as highly qualified professionals. Because it is, after all, about young people. It is about how we create hope in our country